Raindrops, drop top, smoking on cooking the hot pot, cookie, fucking on your bitch, you thought, cooking up dope in the crock pot.
Hey guys, Quevy is here and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, we're starting off the hunting season. So if you're the guy this video is directed to, it'd be wise of you to try and listen to what I have to say before looking like a complete idiot in the process of doing a response video, if you will. Because even if it's a no-brainer, I'm going to give you a little trick because you don't seem too bright to realize it yourself. In videos that you get criticism, you should listen to what they say, or you will look like a complete lazy and ego-hungry dickhead that has no content creating skill overall. Nonetheless, let's begin the video, shall we? After endless research on the internet, this is what I came up with. Commentary channels, as much as they are pretty important as a genre on YouTube because they can spread info and insight on a subject, most of the time, the reasons many of the channels that we know and we hate or love today are made with pretty simple intentions of either making cash, gaining clout, or making people laugh or spread knowledge about stuff, right? And the third option, even if it's the hardest to find unfortunately nowadays on YouTube, it's the best. And I'm not condemning anyone, honestly. It's fair to want to gain something from hours or days of research and the time you spend doing something like editing. But it's not okay when you want to gain something while not offering anything back to your audience or simply trying to deceive them. And this is the case in one of the channels that we're gonna talk about today. The channel that I want to talk about today goes by the name of Cocculous, and let's go over what type of video he provides to the community, right? Overall, on his high quality channel, or so he wants to believe. So, he provides shock value titles on his videos. Check on that. Videos where he tries to trigger people using tragedies. Check on that as well. And trying to rip off Leafy, but I guess I can't really blame him for that, can I? Or so you will say, but believe it or not, when I used the same format, I at least didn't ruin it and gave it a good use, when I did use it obviously, and made decent content that was watchable at least. Now, say all you want, but I don't think this content range will bring him far on YouTube and its landscape. And probably YouTube will delete his videos based on the titles alone, so that has a lot to say, hasn't it? What he used on his videos, I mean, he could still try and fix it, but I doubt it. Anyway, he has no fucking clue how to make a video, and probably knows even less about titles and what is a good title idea, because titles actually matter, believe it or not. And let's take a look at something else regarding his content. Being honest now, his mic quality and audio mixing skills aren't good, and somehow worse than mine. I'm surprised myself, which makes the videos even worse and harder to research when trying to translate Egyptian hieroglyphs shit, you know? That even Egyptian hieroglyphs are easier to translate than researching his videos. But overall, looking at the bigger picture, his videos, they are a cheap knockoff of Leafy or G-Station's videos. It depends on how you wanna see it. Where most likely he doesn't pour enough effort in his videos for it to be worth even watching, even for a fetus, let's be honest now. And in his comment section, where people that try to tell him, hey, this is wrong, you should stop, or similar comments, his response goes like, I need money, or I don't care. Now, let's put the cards on the table. If you don't care, if you didn't care as you say, you wouldn't respond in the first place. That should be a no-brainer, but I guess you don't realize that people aren't retarded as you might believe, or you might be stupid yourself to think of that yourself, you know, like, unless someone blatantly tells you that, hey, we're not stupid, you actually think they're stupid. Man, seriously now, like, people can't really think it's worth watching this guy unironically. It's laughable at best, and I don't mean laughable in a good way, but a bad way, as you might have realized. Even his way of thinking is wrong, not only his personality being a bit fucked up, like my personality is fucked with this guy. The irony of all is, he fails to realize it, but saying afterwards that people that protest for Black Lives Matter don't give a shit about it, and defending someone mocking the death of George Floyd, basically, by copying J-Station type of videos. Like, essentially what he did in that video, the guy you're defending, Cocculous, he's fucking mocking the death of someone. Now, leave aside racism and shit like that, because this is not about that, but it's about mocking someone's death. It's still fucked up. And then justifying his video by saying it's satire, it's just fucking stupid. And if you actually believe what you say in the video, I could go for a bit of a stretch and say it's even more fucked up that you actually believe that just justifying it by saying it's satire is okay. Essentially, you know what? I could say something racist and say it's okay because it's satire. Okay, like, bro, it's not okay. Even if you say that it's satire, no, it's just don't fucking try to use that excuse on me. I've used that a lot, but I used it to an extent. I tried the least I can to cross the line. I run basically on a thin thread when I try to be edgy and shit, like you are. But you're being edgy but crossing the line, essentially. And it's laughable by the fact of how shit it is, and how you can barely even call it on Leafy's level, since it's worse than Leafy. Like, even fucking Leafy had a limit, you know? Like, when you watch his videos, it looks like he has no limits, right? He calls everyone the way he wants to. He can call them a fucking retard, he can call them autistic, he can say whatever the fuck he wants, right? But he has a limit. He doesn't cross the line of racism and shit, right? That's granted. But you could go that way. Like, by how ignorant you are, I could say it's even amazing how ignorant this guy can be, this Cocculous guy. This much stupidity was never picked up on YouTube, the YouTube platform before. It goes above 9-year-old Fortnite YouTubers, man. If you want low-tier commentary, just go to Cyrus. He's shit, but at least he tries to make his voice understandable compared to your videos. Yeah, he tries to make jokes that doesn't make fun of someone's death or offend anyone. And it's even more fucked since the guy even tries to hide he makes fun of his death, like the guy you're defending. You realize that, right? Even if it's shit or overused, or some other fucking criticism I could throw at Cyrus, he at least tries to be a normal fucking functioning person. And oh boy, you have no idea how many things are wrong with Cyrus. If you're interested in me making a video about Cyrus for the hunting season that I just opened, you just have to let me know. But to get back on topic, the only reason I think people probably watch Cocculous is the fucking edgy equals funny mentality that some people have, and I'm not gonna pretend here like the righteous person or something. I'm not gonna lie, it could and it can be funny if it's done correctly, and you cannot tell me he does it correctly. He's too stupid to make jokes, let alone make offensive jokes not offensive in the first place, you know? Like, there's people that actually know how to word the joke that has offensive undertones to not be offensive to the person that could be potentially offensive, you know? Like, there's like offensive jokes about Asians, right? But there's people that can make Asians laugh about the offensive jokes. You know, that's what I mean. You have to be smart to make it fun for both parties, you know? Like, you cannot just laugh yourself at the fucking joke, because that's why it's a joke. You make it for everyone to be funny. So instead, he just tries to force reactions out of tragedies or whatever he thinks pulls in views. Which, honestly, that's pretty desperate. My channel might be shit, but it's not this shit to abuse tragedies for views. And I mean, if it's to him, fine, I guess. If he doesn't care of any issues he will face in the future, go ahead, I don't give a shit. I mean, I kinda give a shit because it's fucking ruining the commentary community, having pieces of shit like this just popping off of nowhere. And oh boy, he will face issues in the future if his channel ends up blowing up for some reason. Like, making this type of videos, if your channel blows up, you won't have a good time. But take this criticism if you have balls to take it. If you want to be a YouTuber, contrary to what people think, being an asshole on the internet, even if it works to grow your channel to an extent, it can also screw you over just as fast as it makes you grow. So what you are doing now isn't only the saddest shit I've seen, but the most desperate attempt at doing videos with any sort of relevancy at all when it comes to views and anything like that. My videos are bad, and were bad in the past, and anyone could point out that shit. They feel empty most of the time, at least me watching my own videos, they feel fucking empty. I can fucking say that myself. But man, if I were on your level, I'd rather just fucking quit completely. Like, I don't even know how to say this anymore. The videos I'm talking about are months old. Your videos are months old. Even during in between one another, there's a lot of time you could improve. And they are just awful, no progress whatsoever between one and the other. One more thing, if your videos are jokes as you might say that they are after being hit with criticism, make them be jokes then. Don't just act like a pussy and then say, after people start witch hunting you for it. Don't pretend like it's a joke after you get fucking hate for it. I have my fair share of questionable shit on my channel, but I at least try to not hide or run away from it when I get confronted with what I say. I own what I fucking say, and I stand by something even if I don't agree with it anymore. If I were to see something fucked up, many know I'll just own that shit, because yeah, I'm not a pussy, even if people might say, but you get cancelled. It's better than being a coward and hide behind a bunch of fucking lies like most of the community nowadays. Like, you probably would do that. You would fucking hide like a bitch. The only reason I would ever private or delete the videos, they're the ones that I don't feel were good enough for the channel and weren't funny or actually good to watch. That's essentially it. Besides that, I don't delete videos, I don't private videos unless they're completely trash like the videos you have on your channel. And many of the jokes I try to make, I make it the most apparent I could. They are jokes, by either leaving at the laugh at the end of the joke, because believe it or not, some YouTubers laugh at their own jokes unless it's something stupid, or, you know, shit like that. But seriously, bro, just try to make it sound like a joke if it doesn't take too much effort from you to actually make a joke. And that is not actually offensive to a lot of people, you know? And don't defend random fucking retards on the internet, because, you know, you can get easily associated with those type of fucking cunts. And you might be a cunt yourself. Just from that, I might judge you bad, but you, right now, as you are, your channel and shit that you've shown basically the whole community, you're a piece of trash. You don't deserve to be here. You're fucking trash. That needs to be taken out immediately, or it will get blown out of proportion, because you will eventually start getting more views and shit. And that shit is not good, either for the community or anyone else. You're just a fucking tumor on the back of the commentary channel, as many others. And in conclusion, if I really had to give you and your lazy ass an overall score from 1 to 10, A solid 3. You had potential, maybe, but you just fucking wasted it. Plus, if you show me you cannot take criticism, you can easily drop to 1, since it means the potential I saw was bullshit. And yeah, thanks for listening. Whoever wants to drop a like, feel free to do it, because I have this small feeling I hurt this little puppy's feelings, and he might try to dislike bomb me, or bought some fucking dislikes on my video. And yeah, see you in the next hunting session on Cyrus or some other shitty channel. Yeah, peace guys,
Raindrops,
have fun.
Drop top, smoking on cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, you thought. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. I don't trust nobody, greet the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and they get you. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. This is bad and bougie. Cooking up dope with an Uzi. Man, it's savage, ruthless. Got 30s and 100 rounds steel.